Hey guys, Scott here again with a new beer dissection video for you today. What we're going to be doing is another beer from Montauk Brewing Company out here on Long Island on the far east end, South Shore, about 50 miles from me, give or take. One of their classic Montauk Wave Chaser India Pale Ale. As much as I like some of the obscure beers from these little nano breweries, you know, I like to do all ranges from big brand, big beer places to, middle range, and kind of Montauk is there too. I don't really consider them really small anymore, even though they have a small building out there. I don't know if they were bought out by anyone. If you work for Montauk, feel free to, chime in. I always like to educate myself, especially on some of you local guys here on Long Island. But Montauk is classically producing some very good beer. Trying to think if I've done any others on my beer dissection videos, but you can definitely take a look at it. But there'll probably be a lot more videos coming. But Wave Chaser is one of their year-long beers that they have that you can find locally here, pretty much every store. I wouldn't expect they have distribution all over the country. So it is a India Pale Ale. I think I saw it was somewhere around 60 IBUs, which is pretty standard. For the style, it is about 6.4% alcohol by volume. Again, Montauk, Long Island, East End. I don't know if they've expanded to a bigger brew room. I'm about 50 miles from there, and I've been out there for some triathlons, and I visit there regularly. And they have, it's a cute little town out there, and kind of my style for Long Island, but Montauk. They make a good juicy IPA in the red can. Almost looks like this can, but has red on there. And I just reviewed their cold IPA. So, they've been pretty consistent with quality and very affordable too. These are not, we're not looking at, $5-6, dollars a can. You can, $12, $13 a 6-pack, I believe you can pick these up for. So very economical. All right, so let's crack this bad boy open. Like most of my IPAs, I got my typical oversized snifter tulip glass. Okay. So Wave Chaser India Pale Ale. All right. Okay. So first look, we kind of, I don't know how it's coming up on the camera, but kind of got a medium gold type of color. Night white, small bubble, kind of white frothy head there, about roughly an inch. Again, that a lot of times based upon my aggressively pouring or non-aggressively pouring. A like slight chill haze to it. But with these IPAs, I don't see the entire grist. I don't know if they're using, it's an American Pale Ale IPA, so I don't think they're using maybe unmalted wheat or oats that they do in some of the New England IPAs, but a little chill haze, which is normal, and with the polyphenols from the hops and things like that. I don't really judge beers these days by some of the haze anymore. 20 years, 30 years ago, we wanted everything perfectly clear, but so nice color, nice frothy head. Let me take a whiff of this aroma before it goes away here. Oh, nice. You definitely get like some tropical fruit. It's your choice. Maybe slight mango, maybe. I get probably a little more pineapple than mango. Maybe a bit of peach, but not that necessarily a peach is a tropical fruit, but you kind of get that type of aroma. Guava, but very, on the nose, it's delicious, really. Okay, so again, with these IPAs, I'm assuming they have a blank canvas of the malt they're using, but it's probably Pilsner or two-row malt based on the color. I'm not going to say that there's not a little crystal malt in there, but a low Lovabond. Lovabond is the degrees of, the higher the number, the darker of the beer will be. But this is really nice. Yeah, definitely, tropical fruits. I get peach, really no, maybe pineapple, um, no grapefruit. I don't really get any orange from this either. Okay. Okay, so let's take a swig of it. Cheers. Yeah, very nice. Um, Again, a little pineapple, a little mango. Definitely a fruity, typical. This is epitomizes an American IPA. Um, they may be using some New World hops, maybe some Australian hops. I'm not quite sure, like El Dorado or something along Azaka. I'm pronouncing it right. I used it in home brewing a little bit. You get more of a tropical fruit, stone fruit type of aroma more than, say, your grapefruit or your orange. For those of you home brewers, you probably know what I'm talking about. But blank canvas type of malt profile. Nothing really dazzling you there as far as I shouldn't say dazzling. Too complicated. This is a hop forward beer. So you typically want your malt profile to be kind of more kind of even level. Something like a Pilsner malt, two-row. Nothing like a Munich malt or Vienna malt that's dark, rich, toasty, because you want the hops to dominate and be the all-star here. But definitely medium carbonation to high carbonation. As it sits there, you get a little bit, I can feel the bitterness. So, we probably are sitting around 40 to 60 IBUs. So there is a pronounced bitterness, which is what you would expect from a beer like this. But definitely very good. I'm really enjoying this. Again, another beer, I live here on Long Island, and breweries like Blue Point, Montauk, which are some of the bigger boys because they've been around a little bit longer and some of them have been bought out and stuff like that. I like these beers are readily available here on Long Island, even though I don't think I've had Wave Chaser in quite a bit. One of my other videos, I discussed how sometimes it's almost like if you live near the beach, you don't go to the beach every day sometimes because you're like, it's always there, it's always there, always there. Some of these beers I kind of overlook a little bit because they're on the shelves all the time. I feel like, I can always get that, so I grab something else. But this is definitely a very good IPA. Like I said, I recall, the Juicy IPA is very good by Montauk. They make other beers. The cold IPA I did a video on recently. If you haven't seen it, or maybe I haven't posted it quite yet, that was a very good IPA also. So again, let's take another look at that for you guys. But yeah, a little, what I'm getting to, a little pine, like pine needles, especially now. I'm filming this right around the Christmas, because a few days from now when I'm filming this. Yeah, a little pine needle tropical fruit. I can definitely see that. I got to look at their website. I haven't looked at their website in such a long period of time. But let's take one more swig. I like to sometimes dive into pairing a little bit with some of the Cicerone studying I've been doing for. And I took the written test, did very well, and I got to still take the sit for the tasting test. But typical IPA pairings, blue cheese, some hard rind cheeses, maybe some cheddar cheese. I love IPAs with Spanish Mexican food. If you've watched a few of my IPA videos, you probably already know I was about to say that, because I always feel that fruitiness, tropical fruit, goes very well with, think of it like a mango, like salsas, like mango salsa, even Jamaican jerk chickens or Spanish food. Remember, IPAs, especially the bitterness, may accentuate the spiciness, the capsaicin in some dishes. So if you like that, fantastic. But if you're kind of sensitive to that, you may want to shy a little bit away from the IPA. But Other than that, drink what you want, but I definitely would recommend this for many different food pairings. But yeah, this is the aroma. This is definitely this is an enjoyable beer. I'm actually glad that this is readily available out here on Long Island. It's a little carbonic bite, which fades away very quickly, and you want that a little bit. I mean, you want the cutting power of the bitterness and the carbonation to cut through foods like cheddar cheese and blue cheese and things like that. But again, guys, Montauk Wave Chaser India Pale Ale. Okay, those of you on Long Island are probably familiar with this, and very similar can style. I would recommend this, 6.4% alcohol. I would not shy away from this beer. Again, I've been on and again, off again with my grading system. For a regular IPA, definitely a B plus, A minus. I really enjoy this one. I know there's probably others, small nano craft breweries, farm breweries that can probably outperform a little bit with this, but figuring it's something that's produced, I don't know how many hectoliters they're producing a year over at Montauk these days. But for, a brewery that size, at least for now, unless they're doing some subcontract brewing that I'm not familiar with, very high quality IPA, and for the price point and the readily availability of it, at least in this metro area, I think it's a nice staple to have in your refrigerator. Okay, guys. Until next time, have a great one, and talk to you. Or some of you, I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.